Yo, what's up you guys? It's Masterpiece Monday. Today we are going to paint our rifle so that way it is ready for camouflage, right? So we're going for deep wooded concealment. I've got all my paints right here. First off, we want to clean this thing. We want to make sure everything's good. So we're going to use a little bit of this caliper cleaner. You can choose to do this if you want. You don't have to, but I recommend just throwing a little bit kind of on it, because what we want to do is we want to scuff up. Let me take off my watch real quick. We're about to get dirty. Make sure you're in a ventilated area. See where I'm at? I'm out here in the, outside. So what we want to do is we want to clean this thing off, but we also want to scuff it so that way our paint will adhere to it. All right, so I got this little bristle brush thing. We just want to scuff it up a little. This is just an extra rifle that I have. I'm not really too concerned about it, but that's why I'm painting it, right? So we want to do this. We want to kind of scuff it up all over the place, even the plastic, because we want our paint to adhere to it. Now you can't see the little micro scuffs right now that's happening with this thing, but it is happening. Don't worry about your grip. All right. We want to do this. Here we go. All right. So now that I just kind of micro scuffed up this side, I'm going to flip it over. All right, that's looking good. It's looking scuffed. And the paint we're using too is also going to work. But we're scuffing it, but we're also cleaning it, right? Because we did that brake cleaner stuff, the caliper cleaner. Right, so we're going to use that on here. Scuff up everything while we're scrubbing whatever we want off. And then after that, we're going to use a little bit of soapy water solution just to kind of spray it on, wipe it down a little. So there we go. We kind of scuffed it up, sprayed our brake cleaner. Now we're going to wipe it down, clean it off. Alright, so now that we got the brake cleaner off, we sprayed it, we wiped it down with some soapy water. We dried it up pretty good. There's still a couple little moist areas. Now we're going to focus on putting our optics back on. Once our optics are on, we're going to do a little tape job. And then from there, we do our painting. So on certain parts, you can spray it on if you want. Whatever. But I typically just kind of hit it on this thing like this. Then we're just going to kind of wipe it down real good. We want to get all that, oop, there goes my bottle. We want to get all that compound off of this thing, right? So we're going to wipe this down. We're going to clean it off. Maybe use a sturdier table. This is a table I just don't give a shit about. Let's get a little more. So again, we want to take all that brake cleaner stuff off as best we can. Obviously, there's some that'll be on the barrel, whatever. We're going to be blasting this thing off in the woods in a few days once we all dried up and everything else. All right. Make sure you guys dust cover clothes, all right? Obviously, once we're done painting this thing, we're going to oil up the whole inside. We're going to break it down. We're going to clean it up a little bit. We're going to oil it down and make sure she's sliding right. So again, we're drying everything off. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so right now I'm just throwing over a couple pieces of tape over my optics and over different areas that I don't want to get paint on. Right? You don't want to damage your shit. So we did our threads on the barrel. We're doing our covers. We don't want stuff to get up on these things here, so let's kind of rip these off like this. Nothing in our screws. I'm not too worried about the whole tape kind of sticking out and over. I'm just making sure my perimeter is good because I'm going to be spraying, so we're going to be using leaves, we're going to be using grass, all types of things to help kind of disguise our rifle in with natural terrain. So you guys are going to see. Alright, you guys, so I got some of my stuff here. Most of it's all covered up. I'm kind of just like whatever at this point. I'm just gonna start spraying shit. so let's see, we got some deep forest green. So what we want to do is we want to start off with lighter colors and then go darker, darker, darker as we go. All right. And then all these areas here that I covered up, obviously my lenses, right? Boom, some of the buttons, right? The screws, bolt lock. All right, cool. So you don't want to do it in a windy area. So you want to, you know, kind of hit it like this. I'm not in the most greatest place in the world, but could be worse. So we just want to lightly do light little strokes. Boom. Obviously, I'm using a table I don't really care about. We don't want to spray up our up our grip, okay? Just in case there's some stuff that's exposed. So I'm not going to go too crazy with it because I want to let stuff dry. Okay. You want to do a nice even coat. It's coming out pretty good. You don't want to get, if you do like that, you're going to get drips and rippling and all that other bullshit. So this is a 3D printed grip that I had done up. Let's get out of the wind so it doesn't get on me. All right, so we're gonna let this dry for a few minutes, and we're gonna flip it over, do the other side, then we're gonna start touching up with some more camouflage. Now I just got the whole other side of the rifle done, FDE. All right, flat dark earth. Do a final little cover up here, make sure we're good. And that's it. We're gonna let this dry for like 10 minutes. We're gonna come back, we're gonna throw some leaves, and we're gonna throw some brush. Could even, let's not do it yet. I'm gonna wait till that final top coat, but we're going to throw all that stuff on top, and then we're going to just start spraying different colors. We're going to pull it off, and voila, we're done. So it's coming out pretty good. We want to do a little of this. Boom. Again, more with the leaves. And then we want to hit with the browns. Let's see, where's my brown at? Flat earth brown, here we go. Remember, we want to go, actually that looks pretty good if we just kind of spread it out like this. And it's okay, guys, if this stuff sticks, because you can pull it off. It actually adds texturing. So you see it, you can't really see it in the pictures, but my lighting is shit. So once I'm done, I already did one side. This side I feel happy with, so I am going to flip her over. And it's okay if you flip it over and it's still a little wet. Just rub that shit right in the leaves. All that leaving does is add texture. So now we're going to start it up on the other side, right? So let's see, what do we have here? Boom, boom, boom. Flat khaki, here we are. So there's all different types of stencils and stuff that you can play with to see how it comes out. If you don't like it, you can just spray, you know, that flat khaki again on it. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to do maybe a darker color up on the top, just because natural camouflage, you kind of actually want to have it like black up top almost. You want black up top and you want lighter down bottom. So we're going to kind of go like this with it, just to kind of get it a little darker up top. Right? Boom. And then we just want to kind of, you could even take some leaves too, right? And just kind of set them up on top. See? Get some leaves. Boom. Just kind of spread them around a little, like this. Boom. Boom. See, go like that. Grab some more leaves, stick them back on top. See what sticks. Let's use some flat army. Boom. There we go. Let's see. So that's kind of actually looking good. I don't know if you guys can see it in the light or not, but we want to use a little bit more. Let's go with deep forest green. And then we're going to do something like this, where we just kind of looking good. Boom. Dark earth. Khaki finish. See that? Alright guys, so now that I just got done doing both sides, what I did was I used a little bit of ultra matte perfect gray on the bottom, right? Think about squirrels and coyotes as they blend into the wilderness, right? It's a lighter color on the bottom of them, darker color up top. So I put a little skull, right? But so what I do is I did a little darker up top, use my brown, where is it? Flat earth brown, use that up top. And then now I'm just doing a little clear coat. Let's get that out of there. Doing a little clear coat on this thing, a little matte clear, just to let that paint preserve so it looks sweet. So we're gonna let this thing dry. Came out really good. This is exactly what I was looking for. So there she is. We'll let her dry up a little bit, and then I'll show you guys the final product once we take all the tape off. Yo, so fellas, your boy was over here going hard with the paint. Literally. Check this shit out, bro. I just got done. Let me bring this with me. I just got done on my fancy fucking paint job, bro. Look at that. Look at that. That joint looks sick. Look at the skull. The Statue of Liberty with the skull, bro. See that shit? Fuck a Cerakote, man. I got this shit locked in myself.